What if I told you that you could own a pickup truck with 275 horsepower, 20 mpg in the city, and the ability to tow up to £12,000, all for just $8,000? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, Freightliner just made it a reality with their new Pioneer pickup. This isn't just a game changer, it's a whole new ball game. The Pioneer is about to shake up the entire pickup truck industry. But the Pioneer isn't just cheap, it's packed with features that'll make you wonder how Freightliner pulled it off. We're talking comfort, tech, and customization options that'll blow your mind. So stay tuned, because we're about to dive deep into the truck that's got the whole industry talking. Power meets affordability. Remember when cheap trucks meant wimpy engines and terrible gas mileage? Those days are over. Freightliner's Pioneer is about to show us what happens when advanced engineering meets an $8,000 price point, and it's going to shock the entire industry. Now let's talk power. The Pioneer comes standard with a turbocharged inline-4 engine that churns out an impressive 275 horsepower. That's not just good for a budget truck, that's competitive with pickups costing 3 times as much. But Freightliner didn't stop there. They're offering an optional V6 upgrade that bumps the power up to a whopping 350 horses. That's enough grunt to tackle any job you throw at it, from hauling heavy loads to conquering tough terrain. Now, you might be thinking, sure, it's got power, but what about fuel efficiency? Well, get ready to be amazed. The Pioneer is estimated to get 20 mpg in the city and 25 mpg on the highway. That's not just good for a truck, that's better than some compact cars. And if you're really looking to stretch your fuel budget, Freightliner is teasing a turbocharged diesel variant that promises even better efficiency. Imagine cruising past the gas station while your buddies in their gas-guzzling pickups are emptying their wallets at the pump. But the Pioneer isn't just about raw power and efficiency. Freightliner knows that versatility is the key in the truck market. That's why they're offering both rear-wheel and all-wheel drive options. Whether you're navigating city streets or tackling muddy back roads, the Pioneer has you covered. This kind of flexibility is usually reserved for much pricier trucks, but Freightliner is bringing it to the budget market. Now, let's put this into perspective. For $8,000, you're getting a truck that can hang with the big boys without breaking the bank on gas. It's got the power to get the job done, the efficiency to keep your wallet happy, and the versatility to handle whatever life throws your way. Think about it. How many times have you looked at a truck and thought, man, I'd love to have that power, but I can't afford the sticker price or the fuel costs? Freightliner is solving both of those problems in one fell swoop. They're proving that you don't need to sacrifice performance or versatility just because you're on a budget. Built tough, priced right. Now, what's the secret behind this seemingly impossible combination? Well, it's all in the details. Let's start with the bones of this beast. The Freightliner Pioneer isn't just slapped together with cheap materials. No way, we're talking high-strength construction that's ready to take a beating and keep on trucking. And they've even added scratch-resistant surfaces. That means your truck won't look like it's been through a war zone after a few months on the job. But here where it gets really interesting. Freightliner didn't just focus on toughness, they're giving this truck some serious brains too. The Pioneer comes with an advanced suspension system that adapts to your load. Whether you're cruising empty or hauling a full bed, you'll feel like you're floating on a cloud. And speaking of floating, this truck boasts a 10-inch ground clearance. That's right, 10 inches. You'll be clearing obstacles that will leave other pickups scraping their bellies. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sure, it can handle a bit of rough terrain, but can it really work? Well, the Pioneer's towing capacity will blow you away. We're talking anywhere from 7,000 to over 12,000 pounds. But Freightliner didn't stop there. They know that a work truck needs to, well, work. That's why they've equipped the Pioneer with a spacious 5.5-foot bed offering 60 cubic feet of cargo space. And it's not just empty space, you've got tie-downs to secure your load and a built-in bed liner to protect against scratches and dents. All of this, the tough construction, the smart suspension, the impressive towing capacity, and the practical cargo space comes in at a price that will make your wallet sing. We're talking about an $8,000 truck that's ready to work as hard as you do, no matter the job. In the words of Freightliner themselves, this truck is as tough as nails and ready to be your dependable partner for years to come. And you know what? After looking at these specs, I'm inclined to believe them. Comfort, tech, and customization. Now, do you remember when cheap meant bare bones? Freightliner didn't get the message. You'll wonder how they're able to keep the price of their new $8,000 pickup so low as they add high-end features and tech gadgets to it. Let's look more closely at the Pioneer's inside, where Freightliner has really gone above and beyond. When you walk inside, you'll find a classy cabin that doesn't look out of place in a luxury SUV. The leather seats and wood trim make the truck feel very classy, not at all like a cheap truck you might expect. There's more to Freightliner than just how things look. They also thought about how people would feel. The seats are heated and cooled as standard, so you'll be comfortable no matter the weather. Whether the weather is like a hot summer day or a cold winter morning, the Pioneer has what you need. Let's talk about storage now that we've talked about coverage. Freightliner has really thought of creative ways to store things. The center console is big enough for your everyday things, but that's not all. There are hidden spaces under the back seats that are great for hiding tools or valuables. It's clear that Freightliner gave the Pioneer a lot of thought to make it useful for everyday use. Let's talk about technology now. The Pioneer has high-tech safety features that you'll normally only find in much more expensive cars. We're talking about adaptive cruise control and blind spot monitoring, which not only make driving easier, but also make it a lot safer. That's not all the tech though. The Pioneer has a cutting-edge entertainment system that will keep you linked while you're on the go. Since there are multiple USB ports, everyone can keep their devices charged and Bluetooth make it easy to connect. This Pioneer has everything you need to stream music or make calls without using your hands. This is where things get really interesting. A convertible roof is something that Freightliner has added that is almost unheard of in pickup trucks. Yes, you can sit in your truck and enjoy the stars at night or let the sun shine in during the day. It's a unique touch that will appeal to people who like the outdoors and driving in the open air. And if that wasn't enough, Freightliner also lets you make a lot of changes. Want your windows to look better and give you more privacy by tinting them? Not a problem. Do you need a roof rack for your toys? They'll take care of you. The Pioneer is more than just a truck. It can be customized to fit your needs and style. The $8,000 game changer. All of us agree that Freightliner's Pioneer will change the pickup market as we know it. This $8,000 truck isn't just cheap, it's also unique. It's ready to take on the big guns thanks to its tough build, smart design, and cutting-edge tech. Look it over, a long-lasting truck that costs less than $20,000 and has many features. It's not just another cheap option, it changes what we look for in cheap cars. This cheap truck will change the way you think about what cheap trucks can do. Freightliner doesn't just want to join the market, they want to take it over. You'll never think of a truck doing this again. It's not just the cost. A package that works for people who drive every day should give them real value. They change the rules, not just add more people to the race.